short. I mean, yes, you are shorter than me. Hey y'all, it's Dustin.
Hey Burton.
And we are taking our kids to a rock climbing gym today, which we're really excited about because our son just recently came to us and said that he had an interest in rock climbing.
Yeah, so why not jump right in?
Yeah, we're taking them to the tallest mountain in North Carolina and just throwing them right into it.
Not really, we're taking them to a rock climbing gym.
Yeah, it's like the gyms that have the walls with all the little things on the walls that you climb up.
But they'll have support and the ropes and all the things.
Yes, you can tell we are not rock climbers.
We're not rock climbers, but we want to encourage our kids if they have an inkling of interest in something to do it.
Yeah.
So,
and Holland says she wants nothing to do with this, but we're going to encourage her to give it a go and give it a try. She just recently said she wants to do cheerleading and said, sign me up for a cheerleading class. And I'm like, okay, so we're doing our homework and trying to figure out what that means. But today, rock climbing.
Let's go.
So it's February.
That's crazy, right?
I know.
11 months to Christmas.
Do not bite your tongue. Do not say that. Oh my gosh, I literally just got all the Christmas decorations put up.
No, you didn't put them up. It's just thrown in the garage.
The garage, yeah. But it is February, and I want to give light to what this month means. Yes, it is a month filled with love and Valentines and chocolates and all the things that you're going to get me for Valentine's.
What?
But most importantly, it is Black History Month.
That's right, and as parents to 5-year-old twins, we need to teach our kids the importance of Black History Month. And yes, we're two white men, but that's even more reason why we should teach our kids why this month is important.
Yeah. This is a time to highlight and celebrate Black empowerment and the achievements of our Black communities.
Yeah, but it's also a time to highlight the struggles of our Black community and also fight against racism.
Yeah. Just as we would want a straight family to teach their children about Pride Month and the rights and freedoms that we now have that we didn't have as a gay couple, we want to make sure that our children understand what Black people went through here in America and not having the same rights, and so that history never repeats itself.
And what's more, we want to highlight the achievements of our Black community and showing them love and support and encouraging our community to strive for better days where racism and hate and bias are eliminated completely.
It's imperative for us to teach our children this because they are the building blocks of our future, a future of empathy and compassion, tolerance. And we want to make sure that we talk about the history of their fellow friends, neighbors, and fellow citizens that are in the Black community and what they went through and the struggles they went through so that they can be more empathetic and compassionate.
Our kids are 5 years old, so our conversations need to be reflected at their level of understanding, but our best teaching tool that we have right now are books.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Even the other day we were in Target and Dustin showing some books that we found and our kids, they saw a rack full of books and they noticed immediately Martin Luther King because they've been learning about him in school as Martin Luther King Day just passed back in January.
Well, like Kamala Harris. And what was interesting is, part of the teaching moments are actually in their own stories. So Kamala Harris talked about being bused into a predominantly white school and how kids used to pick on her. And as our kids are reading this, they asked, why would they pick on her? And Burton was saying because she looked different than them. And they were so puzzled and confused by that because they don't understand that, which is so amazing and so sweet and so innocent and how we should all live. But the fact is, it is a real thing for people, and showing that that is a thing will help our children understand if they ever see that or hear that, then they can stand out and they can stop that. Yes, it's important to have teaching moments in books like this about important Black figures, but it's also important, especially in an all-white family, to have diverse books that showcase Black families and Black characters. Look at your kids' dolls. Are they mostly, if you're in an all-white family, are they all white dolls? Because that's not a true view of how our world is. We have a very diverse world, we have a diverse community, and so we want to make sure that our dolls that our kids are playing with are different shapes, different sizes, different ethnicities. It's important that our children understand that there was a time that Black Barbie was treated differently than white Barbie. Actually, there wasn't even probably a Black Barbie in the beginning when there was a white Barbie. Why that's important, even though those are hard and tough conversations, it makes our children more empathetic, more sympathetic, more aware that there was a time that racism happened and is still happening, so that our children can snuff out those conversations if they ever hear them within their small kid groups or anything like that, and they can be hypersensitive to these things, because we want to make sure that we get rid of this hate and this damage that followed us from our history. Any parent would teach their children about past mistakes, even if it didn't happen necessarily to them, but they may have heard about a mistake that happened so that they can enlighten their children, so that they can learn and rise above it. And this is probably the worst example possible, but the only thing that's coming to my mind is our children right out the gate were always taught never to play with doors, never to slam doors. Because when I was a kid, I slammed my hand in the door and it hurt really bad. I almost broke my finger. And because of that bad experience I went through, I have taught my children to never do that. So now our children don't do that. They don't slam doors because of an experience that happened in my life or in a past life. And I'm using that as a teaching moment for our children so they can rise above that and know better.
And honestly, the best thing that we can do this month is, yes, be an ally, be an advocate, and we should really be doing that all year long, but really take a pause, listen, and educate ourselves from our Black community.
Yeah. And speaking of education, our kids, I just see them running across the backyard. They are getting home from school and we're going to feed them and go rock climbing. Yeah. So let's do it.
Yeah. All right, guys, are you excited? You're going rock climbing. It's your first time.
Mountain climbing, but rock climbing is much easier than mountain climbing.
Yeah, it is. It's a little easier and just a little safer, right?
Yes, but look at that. It's like,
Whoa.
you're not safe.
Hey, bud, you gonna do like this guy behind you and scale the wall? Is that Spider-Man?
I'm gonna do my exercise.
Yeah, warm up. All right, you're watching an instructional video.
Yes.
Don't kill our kids is what it says.
All right, I'm tightening it up.
Holland. Wow, look at all the extra. You're a T-tiny, baby. Are you ready, baby girl?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
All right, so first rock climbing experience with the kiddos. Stony excited? Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right, Holland, let's do this, baby girl. All right, Stone, you ready? Go ahead.
Hands, you squeeze the sock like this. There you go. You need more chalk? All right. I'm coming. I'm the chalk cheerleader.
Alright, so I am so proud of the two of you for trying something new.
I did it.
You did it, and Holland did it too. Holland didn't even want to do it at first, so she had the courage to even try, which we are so proud of. And Stone, I cannot believe how high you climbed up. I was not expecting that. That was amazing.
It's so good.